This is the year where I spent the most time at the movie theater. What's up, everybody? So it's 1996 this time, and I think this is the year where I was just at the movie theater almost every single weekend, and arguably, just personally, the most amount of fun I ever had. Okay, so let's go down the list, shall we? We got Train Spotting from the great Danny Boyle. Okay, well, I remember I talked about him this week on my podcast, with 28 years later. And this is the movie that I think really put him on the map. Fargo, which I didn't really get into until way later, as in my late 20s. I just didn't get it at the time. I mean, 1996, I'm 14, 15 years old. So, yeah, it took a minute for me to, wrap my head around the type of humor that this movie had. Independence Day, which was the big kind of, Will Smith becoming the superstar, movie star that he eventually became. This was the first one. Even though in 95 he had a good start with Bad Boys, but this was the one that, really put him on the map as a box office draw. The Rock with Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery, which to this day is my favorite Michael Bay movie. I think this is when he puts everything together, even though it's like only his second movie. But I think having an Aaron Sorkin script also helped. He did a lot of script doctoring. He's not really the credited writer for this movie, but if you know Aaron Sorkin's style of dialogue, Sorkinese they call it, you'll recognize a lot of the scenes in The Rock. Mission Impossible, Mr. Tom Cruise himself. Scream, which I didn't see in 96, so I was really shocked at when at the MTV Movie Awards it won Best Movie, because I didn't see it. I'm not a horror movie guy. So when it actually won, I was like, hold on a second, what is this movie? From Dusk Till Dawn, that I definitely saw. Jerry Maguire, Sleepers, which is quite a disturbing movie to watch. There are some really, really cool, almost like gangster street justice elements to it. But the other element that I'm not going to go into is just it makes it a very, very hard watch. Primal Fear, one of Richard Gere's great performances and great movies. Kind of underrated movie star for my money. I guess he kind of dropped out a little bit in the 90s. Happy Gilmore. Star Trek First Contact, which I think I really enjoy the Star Trek Next Generation movies. The first two are the best ones, and especially First Contact. That one is just tons of fun if you were a huge fan of the TV show like I was. A Time to Kill, which had me at the edge of my seat almost every scene. Wow, what an amazing job by Joel Schumacher, the director, and the first time that I remember seeing Matthew McConaughey. So that was a nice little introduction to one of the great actors of our time. The People versus Larry Flint, Woody Harrelson with just, I think, powerhouse performance. I don't remember who won Best Actor at the Oscars, but it wasn't him, and I wouldn't be too surprised if he was like very close second. Kingpin, another Larry Flint, another Woody Harrelson movie, Farley Brothers movies. It also has Randy Quaid, Bill Murray, Vanessa Angel. It's a hell of a time. Beavis and Butthead Do America, kind of like the pinnacle of the Beavis and Butthead era. I don't really remember if they made any other TV episodes after that. I think this was just like capping it off. Twister, which was, I'm not a huge disaster movie kind of guy, but this one really got me. Jan de Bont, the director, did an incredible job. The Birdcage, where you have just the brilliance of three of the great actors, even though I don't really see Gene Hackman as a comedic actor, but man, was he funny in this. And then you have Robin Williams and Nathan Lane with a great performance by Hank Azaria in that one. I really enjoy his role in that one. Ransom, which I can never watch anymore, being a parent. Mel Gibson's insanity, his ability to just play a crazy person, really rung true with that particular movie. And Bound, which a lot of people don't really remember, but that was the Wachowskis' introduction. They were trying to do The Matrix first. Uh, they said no, the studios, because they just didn't get it. And so they came back with this script and they were like, okay, let's throw some money on it. And that kind of gives you a little bit of a hint as to their movie making prowess. It's just unmatched. It's really, really impressive to watch. Anyways, that was that year. I think that particular summer for me, I hadn't been to the movies that often in the summer, even though I did watch plenty of movies in the past. But 96, every summer movie blockbuster I watched, even the ones that maybe necessarily weren't that good. Anyways, but what about you guys? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Smash that like button, give me a follow, and I'll see you guys next time.